Hey everybody, welcome back to Church Talk. We're talking about everything involving the local church. My name is Rob, and today we're going to be talking just a little bit about how to keep the tone that you're looking for with your electric guitar, but not using an amplifier, just as another way to keep your stage clean and quiet. All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about how to keep your electric guitar sounding like you want it to sound, with the tone that you want, without using an amp. Because in a lot of churches, you just don't have room for an amplifier, or it just overwhelms the sound. It takes all the control of the mix away from your sound tech and your sound engineers. So an amplifier in a small church is something that is very hard to deal with, to be able to control and get a good mix. Now, in some cases, you can take your amp backstage and put a microphone on it, and it gives your tech a good way to mix it. But in most cases, you can't do that. Most churches doesn't have a backstage that you can put an amplifier in. So we're going to be showing you today our electric guitarist setup, and you can see what he's doing and how we've achieved to not have an amplifier at all on our stage, and it gives our techs the availability to mix properly, but he's got the tone that he wants without using an amp. So let's go take a look at his setup. And you can zoom over here, or pan over here. You can see what he's using. He's playing on a Gibson Les Paul guitar. I think we bought it like way back in 1992. And so that's actually my son's guitar that used to be mine. That's an awesome guitar, and we'll say that I bought a new one in I think 2015 or 16 and gave him that one as a gift. Because he really liked it, so I just give him that one. I bought a new one, and I will say that the older Les Pauls are nicer than the newer Les Pauls. I like that old one better than I do mine, but that's besides the point. All right, so what he's using on his setup here. Number one, the first thing that I want us to really look at, and I'm looking at this upside down, so I'm hoping that I can read all these things okay. But number one, this is the main thing that's going to help you achieve not to have an amplifier. This is just an amp simulator. Now this one is an analog, so it's not a digital like a modeler, but he can have his inputs here, and then it comes out as an XLR and goes straight into the system. So this is what is allowing him to have his quarter-inch signal come in, and has a bunch of different settings there. You can look them up on Amazon. I'll put a link down there below for this one or the updated version. But that's the main thing that's going to allow you to not use an amplifier on your stage. But some of the other things that he has here is, of course, this is just a loop. I don't even know if he uses a loop during church or not, but I know for practice he does. But then he's got his reverb pedal and his analog delay, and then the chorus pedal, and he's got his whole setup here, his compressor over there. But one of the other ones that I wanted to point out that I really like, and I use this on mine as well, maybe I'll share with you guys sometime. Mine is not near as nice as this, because I don't usually play electric guitar in churches anymore. Usually I'm leading from the acoustic, which is fine, but I still enjoy playing electric, so my setup's not quite like this one, but it's very, very simple. But one thing that he's got that he's actually come up with, he's designed it and built it, is called the Impostor. So he's created a company called Champion Effects, and he's using this every Sunday. And basically what this does is it simulates a tube amp. So it allows you to get the tone that you're wanting to get out of a tube amp. And so with the setup that he's got here, I'm going to put at the end of the video, the outro, you'll hear what his guitar sounds like. We had a service here the other day, just a worship service, and at the end of the set, just the Spirit of the Lord was moving, and we just stopped singing, and just the musicians just began to play. So you're going to hear a little bit of that, and that's all the guitars that you're hearing during that time is him going through this setup. So like I say, the Impostor is something that I really love. I have it on mine, and he's coming out with a bass version of it as well, because my other son plays bass, and he's been using it, and he's like, I really like this, but it needs a tone for the bass guitar specifically. So he's working on something like that too. And this is not meant to be like a, I'm giving a plug for that because I really like it. I think it's a great idea. But guys, this is the simple setup that he's using for his guitar, that he's got the tone that he wants, and he's not cluttering up the stage with an amplifier, and he's not taking the control away from our tech. Because man, when you have an amplifier on the stage, it takes away all the mixing ability, and it's just like having the drum set to be open. You have to raise everything else up to that level because you can't control that sound, and that's what this does. It does away with that loud sound and allows you to have the tone that you're wanting. Guys, if this is the content that you guys like and it's been of value to you, make sure that you click the like and subscribe for me and help me grow this channel. But as I said earlier, the music you're listening to now and going into the outro, that's running through that system that I was just showing you a moment ago. So you guys enjoy this clip.